Okay, Joe, I'm ready.
Hello, everyone. We've done Muzi. We did Relton, the basketball coach. Now we're doing Gavin Lerena. What's your nickname, Gavin?
I don't think I have one.
You've definitely got
me
one.
Elvis.
What's his nickname?
It's Gav. It's just Gav.
Yeah. It's it.
Listen, welcome, Gavin. Hello, Piere.
Hello, Gav.
When did you get back from San Francisco?
I was there for a couple of weeks, sorry.
Yeah,
we're now in a nice Cape Town, so
beautiful, beautiful.
we're from our apartment.
So who's got to, let's get this thing going. Glistian, straight away, the first question out the box. Who's got more trophies?
No, Piere by a long way.
Well, I'm like 20 years ahead, Gav, am I not?
Gavin, how many Group 1s have you won on? Do you know?
Me?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, look, I'm the Group 2 king, but I think 17 Group 1s.
Fantastic, huh? That's fantastic. Striker, what's it like to ride against the side?
Intimidating, eh? Yeah.
Is it?
Now, Gav is obviously he's a very good form studier. You can always see he studies his cards and opposition, and he's a tactical rider. You can see when he's going to make a call to place his horse, or he doesn't give an inch when he wants the gap. He takes the gaps. But
that's what it's about, right?
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
Of course, over there we're competing against one another. I mean, as much as we want to be friends and we like good luck to one another after you've won a race, while we're in the race, we need to produce the goods, and we want to do as best as we possibly can. I mean, we shout and scream at one another often, and hopefully an hour later it's gone, and we start again because we know we're in the same boat, all of us.
And Gav, what's it like riding against Izzo?
Look, I love it. Look, I learned from the best start.
You did? Your dad was a phenomenal jockey?
My dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a wonderful career. He did well. He was more of a stable rider, but he did really well.
Yeah, he did well.
I mean, riding against Piere, I must say I'm glad Pierre's back in good form because he brings the best out of me.
Okay.
Brings the best out of me.
So I rode against Gav's dad, and Tex was like when I moved up from PE 1988 to Joburg, and Gav, your dad was like one of my, can I say, my mentors. He taught me the ropes.
Yes.
He told me how the jockeys in Joburg behave, not only during races but afterwards as well. So, yeah.
Listen, those were the glory days for older people like me. I know it's a terrible thing to say, but they were the glory days, right?
Yeah, great days.
I
wish I lived in those times.
Ries van Wyk, Christy Blom. Oh, I mean.
Yeah,
Gerald taught me a lot when I first started riding work. I was blessed to have him like mentor me in my very, very early days.
Do you feel that even though you come from a racing background with your dad and your family, and then you went to the academy, and this is no slant on the academy, but do you feel that you are not quite finished when you come out of it? You need more?
Yeah, look, you're always learning and always evolving in this game. I mean, still today, every race I ride, I learn something different.
Yeah, it's a constant evolvement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, was your dad like quite influential in the beginning, like teaching you little things?
Stocks, my dad didn't want me to be a jockey, for starters. Yeah, he tried to steer me away from it.
What would you have done?
He tried to steer me away from it, but look, my heart was always in it, and eventually, he said, "Well, this is going to happen." So, like a Friday, my mother was very strict on me, and the only certificate I used to get at school was for perseverance and full attendance.
Really?
So anyway, my father would take me Friday, and we drive through the Sandringham gates at the school and drive out the other gate, and we go to the track, and I'd go to the starting gates and jump a couple out of there. And, when my report came at the end of the term, my mother went crazy. She said, he's been bunking school. So I said, no, well. So my dad said, no, we went to school, went in one gate and out the other gate.
Really?
Yeah.
So
That's your dad's trick, eh? You know that, eh?
Yeah.
So there was nothing else you were going to do in life. This was it.
That was it. It's all I ever wanted.
Yeah. And Gavin, do you follow racing? This is a crazy. Do you actually follow racing? Like, do you watch international racing? Do you know who Patrick Valenzuela was? Do you know Oisin Murphy? Obviously, he's coming to South Africa now. Do you follow racing as well?
Look, I don't really follow it. Obviously, the bigger races and that, it's always great to watch. But I can't say I follow it. I mean, even South African racing.
Why? Because it's just too much.
Yeah, I don't want my whole life to just be horse racing.
Yeah, that's a good comment.
Yeah. So
you've got
I like watching the big races, but I'm not gonna go watch Kempton.
Hey, Enable ran at Kempton. I'm just saying.
It's also true.
Listen, and obviously you're a family man. Your wife, ex-jockey.
Yeah.
And
Vicky, she had a short career.
Yeah.
But she did really well. She loves the horses, and I think it's great that she understands the game. Yeah, so it's helped our relationship a lot.
Tell me, and I mean, Gavin, for the guys who only see you doing winning interviews, how many kids you got?
My stepdaughter's turning 21.
Okay, so shotgun.
She's living in the UK.
Oh, okay, so no shotgun.
And my son is 10 years old.
Okay.
Ashton, he's 10 years old. He loves football. And Ava May, the little one, she's 6 years old. Born on the same day as my dad, the 21st of February. And they are like two peas in a pod.
Oh, that's nice, huh? That's nice.
She's achwit.
Go on, Striker, fire one in quickly.
Yeah, how many times have you won a championship now?
Strikes, I've won it once.
Oh.
Won it once. 1 year I went down a short head.
To who?
To Anton. He beat me by 1 win on the last day.
Oh yes, I remember the time. Okay, yeah, but now you're doing so well this season. I mean, your percentage is unbelievable. Are you? And I see you traveling a little bit here and there. Are you? Have you got your mind on it? Like you know what? If it 2-3 months ago I've got a chance and you'll go for it, or are you just keeping in touch? Or
yeah, look, I just like to keep in touch, and obviously further down the line, if I'm in it to win it, I'll have a full go at it. But just trying to ride as many winners as possible. I got jet lag from the weekend.
You've got jet lag from going to Durban.
And Cape Town.
It's on the same timeline.
It's Joburg, Cape Town, Durban, and you got to ride, and you got to sweat and lose weight. It's Joe, it's not as easy as what you think it is.
Okay, I'm not saying it is as easy, but let's not use words like jet lag, because that's time related, right? Let's call it for what it is. He's tired. He's just tired. Yeah.
Yeah, but I suppose it's hard to beat the guy like Muzi in a sense that he's relentless. He just gets on the horse. He doesn't have to waste. He can ride all the weights he possibly like 52 to 62, and he just plugs away at every race meeting, and he just goes and goes and goes. So if you don't make an effort, he'll just pull away. So it's tough.
Well,
yeah, it's tough. Look, Muzi's a natural lightweight, obviously, and he's not scared to get on an airplane. I mean, he goes all over the show. He doesn't give a day. Doesn't have a day's rest. But look, I'm pretty happy where I am and what I'm doing. And like you said, the strike rate is quite important for me. I like to keep a good level of it. And sometimes quality is better than quantity.
I'll tell you something, and I don't want you to say anything, but for whatever reason, we don't care what the reason is or whatever, and it's not good when things happen, but your split with Yuan gives us the purists in racing the opportunity to see you choose the best ride in a race now.
But now he's going to ride next week. I see you're going to ride back again.
Yeah, I'm riding Chestnut Bomber.
Well, whatever happens in the future, right? The fact that you are cherry picking rides now really puts you, like, from a punter's perspective. I'm not a big punter, but from a punter's perspective, that was the big thing we always had with Striker. Do you know what I mean? Like, because he could never hold down a job.
Yeah, never.
Oh wow!
3 months was tops. Then it was gone.
For a while. Did you hear that?
Well, you know what? I probably wasn't a very good in being a loyal person. If I saw another jockey, I saw a better ride, and this horse got no chance. If it had a chance, I would still stick to the stable. But if I saw no chance, it was a good ride out there. I'll try and make the call, you know. And
look, I'm pretty much the same. You try to stay loyal, but it's hard, and I've never ever been tied down.
Well, you have.
And no, but my last job I was tied down. But before that,
I think it's good now. I really, from racing's perspective, and it's a very selfish perspective, but from racing's perspective, I think it's healthier.
Yeah, look, I'm enjoying it. It's been a nice challenge. A lot of people said I was gonna, battle or whatever it was, but it's been a nice challenge, and I'm enjoying my racing. I'm enjoying it.
You rode a winner for me, which was
fantastic, eh? And you got struck on the same day.
Yeah. What about that, Joe?
We did the double. Yeah, I just remembered that.
But Gav, you've always had a knack of, I mean, success breeds success. The more winners you ride, the better rides you're gonna get. But you've always had a knack of riding for certain stables, and they will just give you whatever you ask for. Is it just like a good relationship with the trainer, or loyalty, or
blackmail?
Blackmail, yeah. Look, I've been blessed throughout my career. I've ridden for a lot of smaller trainers, and I've got good relationships with them. We don't always get the ride. I don't always get the best ride I want, but we do the best we can with it. But it's it gives me a thrill to win for the smaller guys.
Also, riding horses and getting rides is as much ability and as much talent as engaging with the people, right? If you're a sour oak, and there's a few out there, doesn't matter how. I mean, Lester Piggott was the example. He was quite sour, but I mean, he was quite grumpy. But it is a bit of a PR exercise as well, isn't it, Gavin?
It is, but I don't go out of my way to.
No. If you're naturally good and you're naturally reactive and you're naturally positive, that helps, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't mean you have to blow smoke up people's arse. Do you know what I mean? I think if you've got a natural propensity to be nice and give good feedback, you know what I mean?
That's it. And I think in this game, I think the biggest thing is never close doors.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how pear-shaped things may go, but just try not to close doors. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I mean, Striker, how many times have you been fired by the Aussies?
Oh, more than these fingers, and that's not the only yard. You know what, people? What's I realize what's not good for me, and what hasn't been good for me in my career. It's like when you get beat and the trainer's upset, and you also upset because why did I get beaten? Also, I think could have won. Yeah. So then the trainer would have a go at you, and then I'd be annoyed because of myself getting beat, and I would also get annoyed, and then it becomes an argument. And so when you get unfairly criticized, that gets to me because if I feel also that every chance or something happened in the race not because of my doing, don't you take your shit out on me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think the biggest problem is as well. So like for you and I'll ride a horse and you were in the same boat, that the horse should probably be 5-1, but because you're riding it, it's 15-10 favorite. So there's already that expectation from the trainer.
Yeah.
And it's there in black and white. In black and white, your horse should actually be 5-1, but it is 15-10 because you're riding it. So there's an expectation already that the horse is going to win.
Yeah. Gave you 100%. I mean, that's why I've been accused of being negative. But I would study the form. I can see I've got 3 lengths to find on my danger. But yet my horse is favorite. And then the bookmakers open to the favorite. So in my opinion, they manipulated the betting. And once they've made me favorite, the public thinks now, oh, Stratum's on it, this is going to win. Then it shortens even more. And I'm thinking, like, it does not make sense. Then you come across negative because you tell it as it is. So it's it's always it was a fight for me all the years.
Yeah, but the expectation is there. It's there because you're the favorite now, and everyone's expecting it. And it's tough.
It is tough, and I think obviously social media has made it really tough. I found a solution for all of this. I've known Piere for, geez, it feels like 40 years, right? And I want to tell you, like, I don't think I've ever asked him for a tip.
Yeah.
I have found a way of speaking to him now, Gavin, on race day. I'll say to him, what don't you like today?
Well, the last one I said can't lose was Champion Warrior, isn't so, Joe?
Yeah, striker. Listen, I think
you got out of bed to work it. Striker.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing that's really healthy. I think every punter in the world should do this, is buy a share in a horse, because that is genuinely the greatest education you can have on how you should be even betting. And
it's a wake-up call.
Mate, as a 14-year-old at Turfentine, or as a 12-year-old at Turfentine, obsessed with punting, thinking that when I own horses, I'm going to make billions because I'm a genius. Versus I know it's hard to believe, but a 54-year-old, like, I'll hardly have a bet now. Like, I really, I'll have a bet, don't get me, and my expectations are so different to what they were, because like so much.
You know the background probably, like,
absolutely. If I was going to criticize the 2 super houses of South African racing at the moment and the previous super house, this kind of program is what we need. Education, and education isn't tips. It isn't that. It's like, so much can go wrong. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
It's hard. It's hard.
I mean, look, just to get a horse to the race course and to get it feeling happy and sound and fit, and that in itself is
an achievement.
Project to get the horse in.
Well, that was Henry Cecil's greatest thing with Frankel. He got him to turn up 13 times on cue. Mike de Kock with Horse Chestnut, all those runs on cue. It takes a really good.
Joe, have you thought about it? When you win and lose, it's a fraction of a second.
Absolutely.
If you go and go to the course, stand at the winning post, and go walk out a length, it's so close. So your everything's got to work out in your favor. It's small margins between winning and losing.
And split second decisions.
You're preaching to the converted, right? You know how I am with my times and my whatever. Like, I've often told young jockeys that I've spoken to, like, in a 5 furlong race, you've only got to be awake by half a second to improve 4 places or 5 places in that race. Half a second. Tactically, whatever it is, like, you know, and I think once people realize that half a second in a 5 furlong race is often sufficient. You know, and when you get down to a quarter of a second, it's a difference between a length, right?
Not more. Okay, so what's your biggest race you've won? Or your best?
I'd have to say the July. Obviously, everyone wants to win the July.
That's still a pinnacle of racing in South Africa.
I mean,
sorry to interrupt you. You didn't see my podcast with the UK guys on Friday, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so how much do you think the top greyhound race gets for winning? Greyhound.
Greyhound.
Yeah.
Greyhound.
How much?
£5,000.
No, you've got to go up.
I'd say 50,000 pounds.
No, you've got to keep going up.
Jeez, man.
100,000 pounds.
More.
Jeez.
300,000 pounds.
Less. 175,000 pounds. That's 3,900,000 rand.
It's amazing.
Greyhounds. Crazy. So I see the Summer Cup's got big money again this year. They're flying in Oisin Murphy. Last time I was in a draw in Hong Kong, I saw Oisin at 4 o'clock in the morning outside Escape in one time. So he better be careful where he goes in South Africa, because he.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
He's a fantastic. Yeah, look, he's a really
fantastic guy.
Yeah, he's a really, really nice guy. Listen, Gavin, I'm going to ask you a few other questions that are unrelated to racing. Here we go. What is one phrase that people use that drives you absolutely mal? Well, like people always saying whatever.
Yeah, the horse dug down deep. Yeah, the digger's grave.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go. I'm going to put my team, because I've got a big social media team. I'm going to go through every winning interview you ever done. And if I find you saying that the horse is dug down deep,
Yeah.
So that irritates you, eh?
Yeah, it does. Or when someone says like stiff, like what do they say? Like when you don't win a race, like stiff. But sometimes what was so stiff about it? You did the best. You had, it just weren't good enough.
Yeah.
I think stiff about it. Stiff is when you got cleaned up and you got beaten in a second.
Yeah. Or those ducked across the track, or you dropped the whip or something.
Yeah.
Listen, if you had a superpower, which would be the worst superpower you could have?
The worst superpower.
Sure.
Is somebody chirping in the background there?
Yeah, just hang on a second.
Who is it?
It's my.
It's who?
Well, at least we can see all the trophies now. Proper.
My partner, Tabo. He's a good.
No, bring him in. I want to see what car he drives.
So if I was a super,
what would be the worst superpower you could have? The worst. Yeah, the best's easy.
The worst superpower. That's a tough one, eh?
I can't even think what the question is. I mean, it's like.
Well, as a jockey, for example, Stratham, imagine having a permanent erection.
Election.
Election.
Yeah, actually, you got me on the spot there. I can't think
of that. This is what it's all about. You're on the spot.
The worst superpower. I think to think what other people are thinking.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Great answer. Because it's nice not knowing, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can navigate through life. That's a fantastic answer, Gavin.
Yeah.
That's a really good answer. Well done. Now, let's understand a little bit about you. We already know you've got a gardener, right?
Tabo, yeah.
Tabo. If there was heaven forbid, but if there was a need for a detective to go into your bedroom, what would they think about you without having met you?
I'm clean.
So you are?
Yeah.
Clean and neat. Everything's on its spot.
Is it? OCD, a little bit of OCD?
I wouldn't say OCD, no. It's just clean.
Just clean. Perfect.
Yeah.
Gavin, give us 3 horses for the viewers to follow for the rest of the season. They don't have to be special horses.
Yeah. Before you answer that, Moosey's been quite good, eh?
Yeah, but Moosey's.
He went back to business, came on a feature.
Yeah.
And then obviously.
Don't select the obvious ones.
Not the obvious ones.
Don't select cars big as bars, because that's biased.
I think what's it called? Mount Pinatubo.
Oh, yeah, he's a nice horse.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a nice horse set.
That beat Champion Warrior 2 lengths, 8 strikes.
So it's not a bad run,
that's right. That's right.
Is that from Fiona's horse? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a very nice horse. He's still quite soft, and as a 3-year-old, he's going to be much better.
Okay.
Okay. So make it easy for you, 2-year-olds. Any nice 2-year-olds?
I haven't ridden a 2-year-old yet, right?
I mean,
He has.
3-year-olds now.
He has. He has. He worked one on the grass the other day at Turfentine.
A 2-year-old?
Oh, no, she's a 3-year-old. She's a 3-year-old. Apparently, you were blown away.
Yes.
Unraced.
Unraced, yeah.
Nice, nice.
Unraced. I hope I get the ride.
Well, Striker's favourite.
3 horses. There's a horse of Vaughan Marshall's. I can't think of his name now. I worked it. Very nice horse. It was meant to run on Saturday. I'd say 1 stripe for sure.
Okay. Do you think he was a bit underdone? Do you think he was a bit underdone on Saturday?
No, Vaughan had him in a good place. Obviously, it was his seasonal debut, but to give Snow Pilot a kilo, who's a Group 1 Guineas, is a Guineas winner.
Yeah.
And to go down, he got beaten a short head in the Durban Guineas. I think to give him a kilo and to run a race like that was phenomenal.
Yeah. And according to news reports, Snow Pilot was only 20% ready.
Yeah, 20%.
Yeah. He looked a good 80% ready to me, 85% ready, Snow Pilot. That's what my eye told me.
Yeah, if you're 20% ready, then you shouldn't be on a race course.
Yeah.
Okay, are you finished, Joe?
Oh, no, we're not. He's given us 2.
Oh, okay.
2. I'm trying to think of one more. That horse, Heather's Boy.
Heather's Boy.
Is it Heather's?
It's the same one Muzi mentioned.
Oh, of the Cox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that
I think that could be something special.
she could be. I think it's a filly, eh? Yeah.
No,
Is he a colt? Is he a colt?
Colt, yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you, hey, I don't know if you guys saw this thing on Saturday, and I don't know what it beat, but sure, Erico's horse was impressive, though.
Yeah. Look, he won extremely well, but I don't think it's a true reflection on his ability.
Yeah, the quality wasn't strong.
Yeah.
He does find horses, though, Erico, eh?
He's got a very good eye for us.
Yeah, he does find horses. All right. Striker, fire in your last one, and then we'll say love you and leave you.
Okay, I've got 2, Gav. Injuries. I mean, you've struggled many, eh?
Yeah, I've had many injuries. Many.
Do you still? I mean, are you over them, or do you have to nurse them, or you?
Yeah, so my hands. I always got to look after my hands. You see, I strap them up.
Why?
You know, because I've had so many injuries to them. I can't afford to, like, if I fall in it, then I'll probably be done. Like, if it's not strapped and in a good position.
Okay. Have you ever done the cryotherapy?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
I've done everything.
Okay, then the last one. Muzi and I normally laugh about Gavin.
Oh.
Because at Turfentine, he's got his own locker, and it's a shortcut to go out when the bell rings to go out to the parading. But he has to come past through our jockey room to get out. So have you got superstitions?
I think it possibly could be a superstition, but when I walk in that jockey room, I just want everyone to know I'm there. You're gonna come right against me.
Good one.
Very clever. Gavin, tell us about a little bit, not much longer, because Striker's got to go to the waterfront. The whole family is very sporty, eh? You've got Kevin. I mean, you guys are quite a sporty family, eh?
Yeah, we are. Obviously, Kevin's done phenomenally well in the boxing. He could have turned to play professional rugby when he was younger. And obviously, Brandon's
a lot to get hit in the face.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, Brandon, a jockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan.
And your mom, okay? You mentioned your mom earlier, super motivated in getting you to get a degree to become a doctor. How is she now?
She's an angel. She's the rock of our family.
Yeah.
She puts up with my father.
Is he hard work?
She needs many medals for.
Is he hard work?
He's just very flamboyant.
That's what?
Yeah. He's very flamboyant. Like, you know.
Okay, listen. I think it's been great. Viewers will have a bigger insight into you. We wish you nothing but the best for this season and coming seasons.
Thank you.
Keep filling up the trophy cabinet. It was lovely to chat to you, like without just talking about racing, you know.
Thank you.
Tell Tabu, does he mow the lawn like Wembley, or is it just?
I think he butchers it more than anything.
All right, Striker.
Well done, Gav. Give it up, mate. All the best.
All the best.
Thank you guys very much. Fantastic to be on the podcast.
It's brilliant.
Appreciate it, and happy days. Happy Monday.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah.